Hi, folks. This is Tolinar, and I am an idiot. Oh, man. All this time I've been playing FEZ, thinking my microphone was plugged in, and it's not. Okay, we're here in this, ruined city, or just sort of a rainy metropolis, whatever it is. There's all kinds of messages all over the place. I still haven't figured out what this NV and UV thing, these posts appear here and there. I'm not sure what it means. I've explored this hub except for this one room, the classroom, and we're going to solve this puzzle today. Now, I've seen this sort of rock before in other places. Here's this board of symbols. I remember seeing this in the boiler room. Okay. We've got this thing on the wall, and it's real useful. Great. And then there's this, and it's a whole bunch of gobbledygook. And I wonder if this is another room where I have to jump at a specific angle to escape it. But I can't look up or down or any direction, so I have to assume that's not the case. My guess is whatever I'm supposed to do, I've been given all the tools to do it already. Okay, well, there's something in here. And given that this appears to be a classroom, I have to assume that everything that I'm supposed to learn is already here. So let's figure this out. This is a stone that I've seen in a couple of places in the game. So it must be a classroom on how to use these stones, or what they're for, how to read them. My guess is this is trying to teach me to read this language. So we're going to work on that. Maybe this is some kind of a key diagram or something. I don't know. This might be related to it. What am I looking at? Oh, I'll bet this is an atlas, like a map of the world. They do everything cubic here, don't they? So this must be there. Yeah, look, the polar ice caps in the world. Okay, so this is just an atlas, a map of the world. I think most of the focus here is probably going to be this gobbledygook. So, it looks like the language that they're trying to teach us here is broken down into pentominoes, which are 4-block signature symbols. Most people think of them as Tetris pieces. So we've got to figure out what this says. And it looks like this message is 8 letters long. And there are these symbols. These symbols also appeared in the boiler room. Now, I took the footage that I recorded of the boiler room and drew off some side panels so I can see that some of these symbols match. Some of them were on the wall as well. These little cubity things, trying to figure out what exactly they mean. So let's look at the diagram and open our heads and think clearly. In the upper panel, we have a stone symbol with 36 dots on it. Okay, a 6 by 6 of dots. There's this writing here. I'd love to be able to read this. Maybe if I jump up there and push the circle button. It looks like none of it is readable. I wonder if this could be a code, actually. It's entirely possible that it could be. Maybe this is X number of dots, Y number of dots. But the dot strings are a little small for that, because there would have to be a lot of over 12 or 21 if there were going to be like a numerical cipher. It could just be some language that I can't read yet. In which case, what a pain in the ass. Languages and languages and languages. I wouldn't put it past them. There's got to be secrets for days in here. Maybe this is just a 5-letter word here, and this is a 4-letter word here. Dude or something. We'll look for specific line patterns to repeat and see if we can detect letters and words that way, perhaps. I'll keep an eye on it over time, but a lot of these symbol patterns, see here you can see it's obstructed by the light. Usually if you use a code, you don't obstruct your code, but here again, it seems like it's possible to read the code by rotating it. What am I looking at? Let's examine this very closely. Okay, here we've got a set of Tetris pieces. Here's this, yes, it's the same set of Tetris pieces except it's vertical. And the third column is 1, 2, 3. I see, so these little squares must be numbers. 1, 2, 3. And that just leaves the Tetris pieces. So this is basically a series of Tetris pieces piled on top of each other. And if we take a look over here, yes, this is Um, Same series. All of the messages say the same thing. It's an 8-letter word, whatever it is. Something 8 letters. And do any of the letters repeat? No, none of the letters repeat, I think. We say this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Then... No, wait. This letter repeats. A, B, C, D, E, F, D, G. So there are 7 letters in all. Okay, what word is this? What does this say? What word am I looking at here? What meaning am I supposed to grasp? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, let's look back over the other one. Now that we know that those cubes are numbers, we can see that there was a message on the walls there. Let's assume that the upper right is 1. No, this is wrong. It's binary. It's binary breakdown. This isn't 1. This language, cubic, starts in the upper right. So that's 1. This is 2. And this is 3. Which means it's lighting dots. I see. The top dot is 1. The right dot is 2. The combination of the top and right is 3. Now we can put the symbols in order. Yes, I see. The whole thing breaks down very easily in this way. Okay. Based on this information, the symbols that we saw on the wall had upper T as the first symbol, basically this letter, and then the next letter was the S, which is different, and then the third letter would be up and right together. But I didn't see up and right together. Ugh, we're missing symbols. Okay. This could be troublesome. But I have to assume this is 1, 2, and 3 in this order. So start with this message, split the blocks apart, and here's the word, the code, the message. Okay. What is it supposed to say? Evidence on the other walls. Come on. This thing keeps showing up. Is it the same thing? Let me grab the diagram I drew. Yes, it's the same exact thing. Now this is a symmetrical shape with this intersection right here, this few blocks right in the center here, non-symmetrical. And it seems like the pentominoes are the main building blocks for the thing. So it looks kind of like a door if you look at it from the side, or a fountainhead, where it has a complex side here and a non-complex build-up around it. But it doesn't have a literal meaning, does it? I've examined this for quite a while, and I got nothing. The fact that it's here suggests that the meaning is connected, but it's beyond my ken. Something's wrong. Is there... Oh, look. The bell is dented where the hammer keeps hitting it. Everything in this reality makes sense, and I'm not part of the game. What am I missing? Sit down at the desk. Look at the board. What are you looking at? There's 6 by 6 of dots. Okay. If you use 4 dots to make a pentomino, it takes 4, so there should be 9 symbols. There are only 8 symbols. This is a dead end. There's a dude with a hat. The dude with the hat is standing next to the rock. And there's the symbols. There's the symbols. Dude with the hat is standing next to the rock. Do this. Welcome, open, push button. No. Something's wrong. I'm looking at this incorrectly. Am I supposed to look at... No, I'm viewing it from the right angle. This is clearly supposed to be seen exactly the way it is. The desks are in this position. Something is just missing. I'm missing the connection. I am assuming this is a language. Here's my issue, I think. This is not a word language, is it? Let's assume that these symbols mean something other than words, because for these to rotate around and form complex kludges like this would be just impossible to read. You'd have to deconstruct the code. I don't put it past this person. This person who created this game could absolutely make big kludgy codes that no one could read. He already did it. He already made this stupid code that uses multiple level substitution where X and K mean exactly the same letter. What if they're numbers? We already have a new number system. Look, we just learned a number system. Forget that they're numbers. What else do codes mean? Codes. A room sequence, maybe? What does it look like? Use your eyes. It's a chalkboard. This is a drawing, not a message, a drawing. It looks like... Yes, I know. Blow bubbles. See if I care. Hell. Actually, this kind of looks like the D-pad. So that could be up and left and R. I've lost the chalkboard. Hang on. I need to memorize this. Up, left. That could be R and L, and that could be the button. Up, left, R, button, L, right, button, down. I got it! Oh my god, it's a button code! Oh, that's awesome! So, you found your first anti-cube. Okay, for every cube, there is an anti-cube, a negative for every positive. Anti-cubes are much harder to find than regular cubes. Ooh, cryptologist. Neat. Yeah, okay. So this isn't a language code, this is a button code. Let's go back and see where these are hiding. We're going to the boiler room. Okay, with the parts that I've managed to acquire, I should be able to solve the boiler room code now. Let's get going. I can hardly wait. Oh, I can't hardly stand by myself. We're gonna go solve the boiler room code. So that's what those little vertical inscriptions mean. Okay, let's go straight away back to the boiler room code. Uh-huh. Wow. Just wow. Okay. I can't put anything past this game's author anymore. Anything is possible with this guy. He could have literally... There's probably codes laden all over the place. I'm not even sure I can trust it if a room has a gold symbol. Speaking of gold symbols, let's go back and check out the room I was in was... Where was I? I was off the hub world. Yeah, it looks like that entire hub is cleared now that I've solved the classroom. Nope. Nope. Okay. Derp. We're alive. That's all that counts. Here we are. Okay. So we need to be watching for those little vertical squiggles, which indicate button presses. Oh my god, you have to input button codes in this game. No wonder I didn't solve the boiler room. There's no way I could have solved the boiler room. Without the information, it's impossible. Information is everything in this game. I bet the hat puzzle is exactly the same. I'm probably going to have to rotate so my hat looks like those hats on the wall, or something equally complicated. Okay, here we are in the boiler room. Now, what we need to do is figure out the order of the button presses. Oh, wow. Okay, so, starting from 0, we have to find the one that's labeled 1. Is that one labeled 1? I don't think it is. I think that one is labeled differently. We have to find the 1 symbol first. I think that one is higher. Here's the 1 symbol. Okay, now we've got to write the code down as we go. So the first button you press is up. Okay, next, we have to find the block pointing to the right, because that's going to be R. Yes. As a matter of fact, it is R. Okay, good. Now we gotta do the up and right together, because that's number 3. Up and right together is... which dude? That's up and left together. Where's up and right together? Is there an up and right together? Have I screwed up my math? I'm pretty sure this is binary. Is that it there? Okay, so we have an unknown symbol for up and right together. Then there's left. Left is next, and it's A. Okay, up, R, something, A. Then would be left and up together. Right. That's right, not R, but right. Then is left and right together. And it is L, I think, unless I've mixed these up. I think it's L. Okay. And then all 3 is the next button press, and it's down. And then the downward command is next. And it's... is there a downward command? I don't think any of them are pointing down. Oh, there is. It's left. And then if there's any vertical bars, I don't remember seeing any vertical bars. Okay, so we can assume the thing behind the wall is... well, the symbol is also an R button, I think. And we can't read it, but it's a fair guess that it's supposed to be this button code. Here we go. Up, R, R, A, right, L, down, left. That didn't work. Let's try it again. That should be up, R, R, A, right, L, down, left. Didn't work. Okay, we've got an error somewhere in our code. It's got to be that missing symbol, the one behind the wall there. Looks like it has a button pointing to the left. I can't read it. I can't read it. Okay, the missing symbol is probably wrong. What we're missing here is up R, the one that is the 3-way pointer. Looks kind of like let's see if I can see it somewhere. Wait, that looks like a gate there on the wall. Never mind, we're getting distracted. Looks kind of like this. So we could take some guesses at what this button is, and hopefully get it correct when we get it correct. There's only so many combinations. Up, right, left. A, right, L, down, left. Nope. It could be up, right, R, A, right, L, down, left. Nope. It could be up, R, left, A, right, L, down, left. Nope. It could be up, R, up, A, right, L, down, left. Nope. Something's wrong with the boiler code. It could be right, up, R, R, A, right, L, down, left. I'm guessing, and it's annoying to guess, but I can't see the evidence. I don't know where to look for to find it. It's possible that I'm misinterpreting the number code, but I don't think I'm misinterpreting the number code. Pretty sure it's up, upright, up, then right, then upright. What if I'm mixing up L and R? That could be. Okay, let's see if that's what I'm doing here. If I'm mixing up L and R, so this should be up, L, L, A, right, R, down, left. Nope. I'm not mixing those up. Then there's this poster in the middle of the room. Wait a minute. Here we go. The missing symbol. Okay. What does this say? This says no dots, i.e. action 0, and the vertical action. No dot, and this one could be action something. It could be vertical, is the thing. This could be, we need to number these. 1 is up, 2 is R, 3 is missing, 4 is A, 5 is right, 6 is L, 7 is down, 8 is left, and this number is 9. The number on the wall right here is 9. So it says 0, 9, line, 3 dots. And this 3 dots doesn't represent anything that I know. Wait. Let's frame this differently. 0, 9, and it could also read I think I'm doing this incorrectly. Maybe I've made some assumptions on the numbering sequence. Okay. Let's think reasonably. What if this isn't what I think it is? I currently have assumed this one is 5. But what if it's not 5? What if this isn't 5 at all? How did I think this was 5? It's because I assumed that right was next. Why would I assume right was next? Let's assume this is clockwise, okay? In which case, if we cross-reference with the remaining sheet, where did I put my notes? Sorry, I'm kind of digging around here, folks. Okay. We go ahead and mark this as 1. So the first button you push is definitely up. And then the next button you push is definitely one of the shoulder buttons, probably R. And then the next button you push is missing. And what if down is next? And then the vertical button is next. That would be 5. And then the T doesn't show up right away, does it? So this button code would be really, really long if it were numbered like this. We've got to figure out these cubic numbers is the problem. There are 4 gaps in binary. Each value is held by 1, 2, 4, and 8, right? If we can put these buttons in the right sequence, then we should be able to activate the code. The problem is getting the sequence right. Well, we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 symbols in the room. If we learn the correct order to put the symbols in, we'll have the correct order to put these blocks in. This thing behind the boiler, though, is going to drive me crazy. I think it's the 16 node, isn't it? Wait a minute. If this is the A button, what if this is the B button? This dot with a hole in it. In which case, the correct code would be B? It's a long code if that's the case. Oh, golly, golly. Okay. Let's assume that this goes clockwise. Which numbers are missing? We have dots 2, 3, 4 here, which means the code goes to 15 if that's really necessary. Ah, I hope this block is not actually part of the code, but it could be. This block is 2 and 8, a very carefully disguised 2 and 8. Or a very carefully disguised 4 and 1. So it's either 8 and 1 or it's 4 and 1, depending on the sequence of the dots around the sides. This is either block 5 or 9. So let's try this. Up R, R, A, right L, down, left, B. Nothing happened. Okay, let's try up R, R, A, B, L, down, left, right. Nothing happened. Of course, nothing would happen that time because it would mean my counting sequence is completely incorrect because past 4, I'm guessing. Okay. We'll make 2 distinct possibilities. I'm going to cut the stream here, and when I get back, we're going to test some codes. Here we go.